Hey y'all, Mike here at Blueface Plus. Thanks for tuning in. You're not going to want to miss this. If you guys are tuning in and your transom looks like this, you're going to want to stick around to the end of the video and see how we fix this. Basically, I just picked this 10-foot John boat up. It seems like it has no leaks in there. I haven't been able to take it out yet. We've been working on some outboards, and we're going to be testing these outboards on this 10-foot John boat, so I need to make sure that the transom is very sturdy. So let me show you guys a real close-up of this here in a second. I'll talk about here what we're going to be using. So if you guys know what starboard is, or this is like some PVC board, we're going to end up removing this, getting all the screws out. We'll degrease it, and we'll end up putting this plate up here, something like this. But we also got a metal transom plate coming, which is a steel plate, and we're going to end up putting that over top of this. So instead of using wood that could rot, we're going to use this so that way it doesn't rot, and then we'll have the steel over top of it. So that way, when we're testing these engines, we actually have a good bite here, because we definitely want to make sure it's secure, because we're going to run a 2.5. I'm going to be looking for a 5 horsepower. We may throw a 9.9. It's a 10-foot John boat, so I think the maximum you're allowed is 5. So we're just testing to see what type of speeds we can get out of this thing, and talk about maybe how safe some of those engines are, so that way you guys know what size engine or outboard you're looking for when you're looking for your John boat, because there's so many different options: 10, 12, 14, 16, flat bottom, V-hull. So we're just going to be using a 10-foot flat bottom in all of our videos. I really like 10-foot flat bottom John boats, had a lot of them over the years. So enough of that, guys. Let me show you a real quick of up close of this, and we'll get stripping this down, and let's get into this. So find our screws here and just start. They used to well, damn, they sent in some nasty screws, y'all. That one just snapped right off. Yeah, don't use drywall screws. That's not how you do it. Looks like they slammed the nail in there too, for good luck. When he said the boat don't leak, I don't think he meant the transom. That's why you want to use the starboard, guys. Alright, let me get the rest of these screws out. Okay, guys, so I got most of them off. Some of the ones at this head snaps, just take a pair of dikes. Be careful you don't slip and accidentally cut yourself, because you can literally slip. But if you just sit there with a pair of dikes and you back them out like this, just be patient. Give it a little rinse. Alrighty, guys, so I've been waiting for this plate. I got this off Amazon, but this thing is 1/4 inch thick steel plate, super heavy. I didn't realize how heavy it was, so I'm not gonna use this plate. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the PVC board here instead of that, because it's lightweight, it's not gonna rot, and I'm just trying to stiffen it up and replace that rotted piece of wood. So I don't want to over engineer this. We're going to be testing small engines, 5 horsepower, maybe a 7 or something like that. So I really don't want to weigh this boat down. It's already going to have enough weight from the motor, and it's going to be a little more weight that the engine's going to have to push. So I don't want to risk unbalancing out the boat and putting more strain on the engine, and it'll make it easier and better off for our testing with the small outboards, because we want to run this John boat empty. So guys, here we are. We're not going to use the steel plate, it's going to weigh down the boat. So we went ahead, we found our center mark, which you can see the existing paint marks. So I went ahead, put it on. I measured the cross pieces on the motors to where they're going to sit. I feel like 8.5 is a good space to where the motor's not going to hit these bolts here and here. I measured it to where it's going to be even. Got my kitty out here, my garage kitty. So now that we have these vice grips on here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drill through, and we're going to use some stainless steel bolts. These are about 2.5 inch. Thanks, baby. By 1/4 inch. So they're 1/4 inch by 20, about 1.5 inches. So we're going to use stainless steel washers, bolts, and lock washers. So let me set this up on the tripod so I can get drilling on here, and then we're going to also use this 4200 marine adhesive sealant to seal all the existing holes that are in there, and then we're going to seal around our nuts and bolts when we install our hardware. So let's get into this. Watch out, Ainsley. Alright, let's get drilling, guys. May want to use some safety glasses. Try to hold it straight as possible.
Daddy, I see you on that. Daddy, I see you.
Make sure our bolts fit. They're going to be nice and tight, that's for sure. I don't want to drill too big of a hole. I'm just going to give it just a little ream. Make sure it's nice and clean for our bolt. With this one, stand back, Ainsley. I don't want you to get hurt. Alright, let's get these ones. Go ahead and remove this.
Daddy.
Set this here on the side. Get our marine caulk job going here. Right, so these are our holes here. Right now I just want to do a nice bit of caulk around our holes. Something like that. Put some caulk around these holes that are already there. Fill those in. Because they put a bunch of holes in here. So I'm going to make sure to fill those pretty good. And just the ones we have our bolts, I'm going to do just a nice thick circle around them. Try to even shoot some in there. And then build it up. We put a ton of holes in this, guys. Good thing about this is it's rated for above and below the water line, so it's some good stuff here. So this is our hole here. Just going to do a ring around that puppy. Get this one all closed up. Don't want any chances of water leak. Alright. Now I'm just getting carried away, guys. Alright, so I think that's enough caulking. Let's go ahead and let's line our board back up. The other one is, yeah, you can either do it. Alright. So with our silicone on, make sure you don't put it on the wrong way. So, just gonna line it up here like this. Alright, let's put our clamp on here. I want to put some silicone around here. Now we're going to do flat washer, lock washer, then nut. May as well. Let me do the top real quick. All right. I'm also going to fill this gap here. Another reason why I wanted white. A little bit of water. Alrighty guys, after messing with all that, oh man, wasn't too bad, pretty straightforward and simple guys. Just use some stainless hardware to put through. You can see we sealed it all the way across the top, the side, and also the bottom. So it's completely sealed. I actually put some sealant around the two bottom ones because those are going to be below the water or popping around the water. Wasn't too worried about the ones up top. Let me show you guys here inside. So we just have it stainless steel with a lock washer, and what's nice is it's pulling those boards together, which is building up the transom, making the transom a lot sturdier. So that's it guys. Hopefully that helps you guys fix your transom. Let me know how I did, what you would do differently. We're just going to be testing some outboards over here. Let me show you guys what we got. We're going to be making a video real soon, test driving that 2.5. Then we're going to probably do the 5.0. We might do this 9.9, and then we're going to be fixing up those guys as well. Alrighty guys, that's all I got for you today. That's how we repaired the transom on our 10-foot aluminum John boat. As soon as I get the registration in, we're going to be taking that 2.5 out. So be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you guys want to check that out. Thanks again to all my subscribers. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Y'all take care, y'all. Good luck with your John boat projects. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Peace.